Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit quiet, it's just because it's really late and I'm filming this video at 12:53 in the morning. So yeah, I will have to be a bit quiet in this video. I'll try and like up the volume in editing so you can hear me. If not, just like turn up the volume, it's all good. But basically it's just like an updated paranormal, like what's been going on since I posted my paranormal video. I tell you, a lot of stuff has gone on and now I'm kind of freaked out. I was really debating whether to do this video or not because I kind of don't want to like talk about it, but yeah, here I am. Ugh. What am I doing? Yeah guys, if you do enjoy this video please give it a like because I'm shitting bricks right now. Also leave comments down below if you have any suggestions for future videos, and also subscribe if you aren't already, and make sure to turn post notifications on so you get notified when I make a new video. And yeah, let's just get into me speaking about what went on after I posted that video. Basically I posted my paranormal stuff that had happened to me video on the 5th of March, and all of this stuff happened to me on the 13th of March, and I basically, when it was all going on, I was literally writing it down. I was like, right, I need to like document all of this so I know what has been going on and so I can make a follow-up video to it basically. This was at 3:28 AM that I was writing this, just so you know that. Why am I talking about this? After I was like, oh, something just touched me. Oh, fuck's sake. After I was like reading comments and replying to you guys and everything, I think this was like a few days after, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. And then I was like, got to bed and then I didn't feel tired, so I just started like doodling, and I ended up just like staring into the mirror and I was like, oh, you know what, I feel like doing like a self-portrait. So I basically was like drawing myself out like normal. I sound really narcissistic. I'm not, I promise. I was just like, I like doing art, so I like challenging myself. It was not like a proper portrait of me, like I'm not that talented. But anyway, yeah, I was like doodling, and as I was like looking in the mirror I was like, oh yeah, cool, done this, done the shading for that. And then it was really weird. It felt like my hand got taken over by something, and it was like shaking and I like couldn't control my hand. Oh my god, I'm gonna sound like a crazy person. But basically I'd done like a self-portrait of myself, and then it felt like something was like taking over me. I didn't feel like myself, I was just staring at myself in the mirror like, who is this? And then I ended up with like drawing like devil horns on me and then like blood dripping down, and I was like, and like after I looked at it like the day after and I was like, what the hell possessed me to draw that? Like, I don't get it. Like, I have no recollection of me doing that. I literally felt like I'd been taken over. It was it's fucking weird, like, honestly. Oh yeah, and then just like the classic stuff of like tapping in my wardrobe, and I was just like, yeah, this is just like the cherry on top of the cake, of course this is gonna happen. Something else that happened that night was the fact that I think it was around 12 in the morning, and or like 1 AM, something around that time. I was like, right, I need to go to the toilet. So I went to the toilet, and I was sat there and I heard like this massive bang come from outside, and I was like, what the hell is that? It sounded like it come from my room, because literally outside my door is where the toilet is. So you go out my door and there's another door right in front of you, and that's my bathroom, my toilet. So I was like, what the hell was that? And then I was like, oh, never mind. I need to go to the toilet, so I'm just going to go to the toilet and then I'll find out what it is after when I go back into my room. And then I heard like a scrape on the door, and I was like, great, I've just heard a bang from like the hallway / my bedroom, and now I'm hearing scraping on the door while I'm in the toilet. Like, I just heard a bang. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. I'm probably losing my mind. Things are messing with me, I don't know. But anyway, I heard like a scraping coming from the door when I was in the toilet, so I got really freaked out and just like stood there for a bit and just like tried to listen. I didn't hear anything. And then after a while I was like, okay, I'm fine, I'm gonna go out and see if anything's out there. And as I did, I opened the door, and this was the thing as well, I don't know if this is TMI, but it's really hot in my room, so I tend, if I go to sleep, I'm just in like my bra and pants, so it's like, you know, I'm sorry if that's TMI, but I was just in my underwear basically. And so I was really hot, and it was really hot in my bathroom as well, and as soon as I came out and like went through the door frame of where I heard the scratching, it just went super cold and I was freezing. And then as soon as I stepped in the hallway, it was warm again. I was like, how is that possible? Like, I don't have a window in my bathroom or in like the hallway. I live in a flat, it's all pretty much, you know, just boarded up. There aren't any windows where like a draft would come through, and I don't have like air conditioning or anything like that. So I was just like, how has this happened? Like, how was I warm in the bathroom? I've gone through the door frame, it's freezing cold, and I've gone to the hallway and it's warm. I'm just like, ugh. But anyway, and at the time I was with my now ex-boyfriend, and I was messaging him and being like, right, all this shit's gone on, like, I'm really freaked out, can we like go somewhere? So he was like, yeah, I'll come like pick you up. And we ended up going to McDonald's. So as we were like going to McDonald's, obviously I was already on edge, so I don't know if that like affected it or anything, but as we were driving, obviously it was pretty dark, it was probably around 2 AM that this was all happening, that I kept on seeing like people standing, or like shadows in like in the middle of the road or off to the side, like in like the wooded area. And I kept on like seeing these shadows, and I was like, what? And like when I turned back and look again, like there wouldn't be anything there. So that was really freaking me out. And then to top it all off, we went to McDonald's, everything was fine, and then as we went back to his house, obviously I kept on seeing the shadows again, and I was just like, yay, this is great. We got back to his, and his cat, he has a cat, and it was like, oh, how do I even explain it? How did I write it down? Honestly guys, I'm just like trying so hard not to relive this because it effed me up. Yeah, so by the time we get back to my ex-boyfriend's house, it's around 3 AM kind of. And basically I was in his room, and then he went outside to like, I don't know, go to the toilet or something. And then I saw that like his cat just like kept on looking at me, and I was like, well, fair enough, like probably just intrigued. And then I looked back at her, and she like looked up behind me, and like, because I was like sat in bed, and she was like looking up here just above me, and I was like, right, that's really freaky. And then she kind of like turned and like looked towards the door and was like following something, and I thought he had walked back into the room, but then when I like turned to see it like by the door, like he hadn't, and I was like, cat, what are you following? What are you looking at? Like, can you not? You're freaking me out. But yeah, she kept on like just being really weird. Like normally, like, she's really content. She won't look around like really freaked out. She'll just like wander around and like come and lay with us. But like that specific night, she kept on like looking around like the whole room, like as if something, like if she was like following something. To top it all off, she was like by the cupboard, like looking, like just staring at me, like sat by the cupboard staring at me. And then I looked away for like 2 seconds and looked back, and I was like, where's she gone? And then she was literally like sat right by the like edge of the bed, just like looking at me in the same position. I was like, right, that's really creepy. And then she just like kind of looked back up to where she was looking before, like above me, and was like following something like that. And something I've never seen her do before is have her ears like go back. Like, I don't know if that's a common thing with cats, but she has never done this. And she kept on doing that, like her ears kept on going back, like she was freaked out by something. And then suddenly out of nowhere she just started going crazy and like running around, like jumping on the bed and like running around on the floor, and then just literally going schizo. and I was like, well, this is great. Like, I was just super freaked out. I was like, I need to go to sleep now, because otherwise, I don't know, I was just terrified at that point. Anyway, he took her out and like put her in a room, and I just fell asleep. I think that's everything that happened that night. Yeah, that's everything that happened that night. But let's talk about what happened literally about 10 minutes before, like, doing this video. Because I was just like, oh yeah, I was speaking to my mum, I was like, oh, I'm going to do an updated paranormal video. And she was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And I was watching Sam and Colby's Queen Mary video. I'd watched their Queen Mary video with KianAndJc that they've literally just uploaded tonight, and I was watching that earlier. And yeah, I was literally just in bed a minute ago watching their Queen Mary video where they went with Aaron, Jake and Corey, and out of nowhere, like, it got to the bit, it's like the second bit where they're like sat around the bench or like by the table and the camera's on the floor, and I think Corey said something about like hearing a thud, and then suddenly my, like, because I had it on like big screen, it just like flicked off and then went back to my home screen, and that's never happened before. The only time that happens is if I plug in my phone, and obviously like the phone details come up, like, I don't know, iPhone photos or whatever it is, that comes up. So I was like, that didn't come up, my phone wasn't plugged in, like, it's literally here, I haven't charged it today, it's on 38%. Yeah, like, my phone wasn't plugged in and nothing popped up on the screen, it just kind of like flicked off, and I was like, well, what the fuck? So yeah, that kind of like freaked me out, and I didn't want to film this video because of that, but I was like, no, sod it, I need to do this video now. That's basically my update on what's been going on since I posted that video. But this is where I think, I don't know whether this is a good idea or not, but I've seen it on Sam's channel before where he plays the card game, and we're going to be doing the card game in the second part of this video. I just want some answers, really. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. Basically all of this stuff has been happening. Like, I still hear like taps in my cupboard, you know, like I hear just random noises, and I'm just like, cool, yay. But I was looking in my drawer the other day, and my mum basically got me this necklace that I'm wearing right now, and it's a St. Christopher's like medallion kind of thing, like my granddad has one, and it's like to protect you. And ever since I like went in my drawer and put this on, stuff hasn't been happening. Like, I don't hear the knocks anymore, touch wood and whistle. That, yeah, that since I put it on, stuff's kind of gone back to normal-ish. So yeah, I don't know if that's, like, this has got anything to do with it, but I'm keeping it on for the moment, and I'm probably going to keep it on while I play this because I'm freaked out. I'm going to have to be in the dark with just like a candle lighting it up, so I'm sorry if the quality is going to go bad for this next part of the video, but that's basically what's going to be happening now. I'm so fucking scared. I literally posted it on Twitter and everyone's like, yeah, be careful. My mum was like, are you doing a Ouija board? I was like, no, it's the card game. Basically the same thing. Oh, Mum, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. She's gonna kill me. Anyway, let's get into the next part of this video. Oh, I'm gonna die. We're back. And basically, I don't know if reading out the rules is such a good idea, because I don't want you guys doing this. If you're watching this and I read out these rules, please don't do it. Like, don't. I'm fucking stupid enough to be doing it myself. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm doing it on my own as well. And it's literally, it's 9 minutes past 1 in the morning. At least I'm not doing it at 3 AM. Fuck that. So anyway, yeah, the card game, I've got like the rules on here, like what I need and that kind of stuff. You can play it with one person or you can play it with multiple people as well. Basically, if you are playing with more than one person, which probably I should be doing, but I don't have any friends right now and it's 1 AM. But basically you need to designate one player to be like the first principal, like who's kind of like in charge of the whole thing. The things that you'll need is a deck of cards, 52 cards, it doesn't matter what brand it says, and I've removed the jokers from it. You need to remove the jokers because the jokers are not necessary. You also need salt. I've got my little salt shaker. A candle, I've got a candle up here. It says preferably like in like a pot so it doesn't fall over and like, you know, burn your house down. So I've got that there. I'm also going to be lighting one up behind me, you know, just so the quality of this whole clip isn't really shit. Basically it's going to be like pretty much pitch black, so I'm going to light up one behind me as well. And just the reassurance I have light behind me. A lighter or a match. I've got a lighter so I can light my candle. And a dark and quiet room. It's 1 in the morning, so it's pretty quiet, and soon enough this room's going to be it's going to be dark. Fuck. So basically the rules are you can do it at any time, you just got to make sure your room is dark and quiet, so you can do it during the day but it's preferred to like, apparently like more of the stuff happens like at night, that's why I'm doing it at 1 AM. What the hell? I'm regretting this already. So basically you go to your dark and quiet room. I'm doing it on my own so these rules don't apply to me, but if there are 2 players, sit opposite each other. If there are 3 or more, then you sit in a circle. Place a candle near you and light it. That's what I'll be doing. Place a deck of cards in front of you. If there are 2 players, place it between the players. If there are 3 or more players, place it in the centre of the circle. Sprinkle a small amount of salt on the cards. Shuffle the deck of cards thoroughly. If there is more than 1 player, have each person shuffle them. Begin with the first principal, so the person that you designated as the first principal starts off, and you go around in your group and shuffle them, and then when it gets back to them then you can begin. You have to go around in a circle clockwise. When the cards have returned to the first principal, deal out the first 18 cards face down in front of you between the players. If it's 2 of you, then in between 2 of you. If it's in 3 of you, then place it in the circle. The cards should be arranged in 3 columns, with each column containing 3 rows of 2 cards each. Have the first principal ask the following question: are the spirits willing to speak with us tonight? And basically you hold your hand over the cards, and if you feel like a kind of like a heat over one of them, then that's the card you pick and you flip it over. If the card is a heart, then it means yes. If the card is a spade, it means no. If the card is a diamond, then the answer is maybe, and if the card is a club, the answer is I don't know. So depending on the answer to this first question, proceed along with the following paths. So if it's a yes, you may proceed. Remove the card that you just turned over from the playing field and deal another face down in its place. And then you can continue asking the questions that you want it to answer, which I haven't even thought about yet. If it's a no, then you do not proceed and you continue immediately to the farewell, which I will get to in a bit. If the answer is maybe, proceed with caution, continue the conversation, but be on your guard if at any moment any players begin to feel apprehensive, hear anything unusual or experience a physical touch of any sort, continue immediately to farewell. And that is the same if the answer is I don't know, like just you can continue but just be very like aware of what's going on. If you do not feel any heat emanating from the card, the invitation has failed. Continue the farewell and try again another time. Hopefully that will happen. No, hopefully it won't happen. This is about the conversation. Each player may take turns asking questions, alternating players. So yeah, if there's 2 of you, then just take it in turns, answering back and forth, and the same with 3. Each player may only ask 1 question per turn, so you go around each person, you can't answer. So if there's 3 of you, you can't ask 2 questions in a row, basically you have to go around in a circle. After the player asks their questions, they should hold their hand over the card, and feel for the heat. When the player feels the heat emanating from the card, they should turn it over. The answer may be interpreted according to the suit as previously described. If a question is asked and the player feels no heat emanating from the card, the spirit has chosen not to answer, so you can move on to the next player. But obviously because I'm on my own, I will take that as a sign that they don't want to speak to me, so I will go to my farewell, which is what I'm about to say now. So basically, to end the game, you have the first principal speak the word goodbye, blow out the candle, gather up the cards, sprinkle a small amount of salt over them, shuffle the cards thoroughly, do not use the deck again. Like, this is like real shit. Like, if I use these cards to do what I'm gonna do, then I'm never to use these cards again, because something bad will most probably happen. So I did read some rules further on where it's like, if you want to be extra cautious, then make sure you burn them, so that way they can never be used again, which I will probably do in the morning maybe, or I will just throw them away. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Additional notes: you may begin the game at any time, however, nighttime is recommended. That's what I said before, and that is basically the formation that I'm going to be using. As an extra precaution, considering burning the deck after the farewell has been completed, this will ensure that this is never used again. Should the deck be used again, even by accident, well, just don't. You don't want to know what happens if you do. Those are basically the rules. I'm going to actually keep up that farewell just so I am aware of how to end the game. So basically I say goodbye, blow out the candle, gather up the cards, sprinkle a small amount of salt on them, shuffle them thoroughly, and then don't use the deck again. Oh, I'm so scared. Let's get started. I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't even know what question I'm going to ask. Go to your dark fight room. My room will be dark in a minute. I'm going to light my candles before I turn off my filming light, because I don't like being in the dark. So you light your candles first. One candle, but I'm using multiple. Also, I just realised that I'm going to be leaving my Mac on, just because I need this in front of me. I'm also going to be using my phone as well, so... Oh my god, that's not going to emit any light at all. But yeah, I'm going to light my candle, my other candle, and then turn this light off, and we'll be back to do the rest. I'm really effing bricking it right now. Guys, I can't do this. Alright. Forget. Place the deck of cards in front of you if there are two. Yeah. Okay, so I've got my deck of cards. This is honestly fucking terrifying. I really hope you can see me. If not, I apologise. I've got my deck of cards. As I said, I removed the Joker. Sprinkle a small amount of salt on it, so I'm just gonna grind a bit of that on there and get a bit of Salt Bay on this shit. I'm terrified. What am I doing? Done that, now I shuffle the deck. I really hope you can see this. I've literally just got salt all over my table. Is this a good idea? Should I have got someone to do this with? Most probably. I like how I said that. Should I have got someone here to do it with me? And I basically just flipped the cards and a heart came out. And that means yes. I've shuffled them. I am actually going to keep this someone here. Just in case. And then I'm going to put them into the order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, there's a candle in the way. God damn it. Like that. 2, 2. Okay, so basically like that. I'm literally shaking. I'm going to put the other deck there just in case, you know, I need to replace one of the cards. Right, so going back, oh, I need to put a pillow behind me or something. I need something. This is a scary bit, guys. Are the spirits willing to speak to us tonight? and then I'm supposed to put my hand over and feel warm. Ooh. I definitely felt something with that card, but I am just going to go over all of them just to make sure. Okay, no, I definitely feel it here. It was a yes. There are spirits here. Okay, so I'm just going to take that off the top deck and put that there to replace it. My heart is literally pounding like a motherfucker. I'm so scared. So now I just proceed on with asking questions. Right. Are you the same spirit that has been scratching me in the middle of the night? I'm so scared. I think I might have felt something with that one. I am... No. It's hard because this one is literally right by the candle. Oh. That one felt quite warm. So did that one. Oh no, that one. Okay, yeah, definitely this one. It is a heart again, a yes. So this is the same spirit that has been giving me scratches in the night. Right, another question. Did you die in this room slash flat slash house, whatever it used to be to you? I felt something with that first one that I put my hand over. But again, like I said, I am just going over everyone to make sure. Again, that feels quite warm. No, definitely that first one. That is a club. But we'll just check over to see what club means. Club is I don't know. What did I ask again? Did they die here? They said I don't know. Okay. Replace that. I really want to stay away from the obvious question that I want to ask, just because I don't want it to be bad. Are you the same spirit that I believe I saw when I went to Exeter in that hotel room? Sorry if you saw that. Oh my god, that. If you saw that candle flicker, it was just because I breathed really heavily. It's quite warm. Guys, I'm trying to like stay really calm, but I'm kind of freaking out a little bit right now. Yeah, it's definitely that one. This card here is a diamond. Just making sure you can see it. Diamond means maybe. Well, that's not creepy at all. Oh my god. Do I say goodbye? I kind of don't want to ask questions anymore. Can you see what that fucking candle's doing behind me? Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. Blow out the candles, gather cards. I am going to turn on my light before I blow out the candles, so goodbye. about the candles. I hope I don't set off a fucking fire alarm. That will be bad. Gather up the cards and sprinkle salt all over them. Okay, I am gonna gather up all the cards, like so. Hey, just as I'm doing this video, Jake Webber's just uploaded. Big up Jake. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some salt over it. Oh, I'm so like trying so hard not to freak out. Done that, and I shuffle the decks thoroughly. I'm just glad, like, because one of the rules was obviously if you get like a don't know or maybe, and like if you hear noises or something touches you, then you obviously you have to be cautious. But I didn't hear anything and I didn't feel anything touch me. Obviously it was a bit weird that that candle kept on like flickering because, again, like I live in a flat, there's no draft or anything, so I don't know how that was happening. Maybe it's just the wick, I don't know. But anyway, that, I'm going to put them back in here, and then tomorrow morning I will be burning these so that they can't be played with again. That is basically my experience of what's been happening to me after I posted my paranormal video, and also playing the card game. Basically we found out that there are spirits here. The spirits that I hear are the ones that are giving me scratches, and it could possibly be from the Exeter hotel that I went to, that I had that traumatic experience. If you haven't already seen, then go and watch my previous video and I explain why it all happens. I'm sorry that I've had to be quite quiet in this video. Obviously it's now 1:34 in the morning, so yeah, people are sleeping. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, comment suggestions down below for future videos, let me know your thoughts on everything. Hopefully you'll be able to see this video in the morning and I don't die in the middle of the night in my sleep. So if you're new, welcome to my channel. I really hope you enjoy my content. I'm Jenna, by the way. I never really introduced myself, but hi, I'm Jenna. Something just breathed in my cupboard. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I make a new video, and I will see you again next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.